students, welcome to Vari Medical Academy. So, உங்களுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரு குட் நியூஸ். Vari Medical Academy சார்பாக இனி வரும் நாட்கள் டெய்லியும் ஒவ்வொரு டாபிக் நம்மளுடைய ஃபேக்கல்டி மெம்பர்ஸ் லைவ் வீடியோ ஸ்ட்ரீம் உங்களுக்கு கொடுக்க போறாங்க. Wish you all the best my dear future doctors. டாபிக் ஏதாவது வந்து கிளாரிட்டி வேணும் அப்படிங்கிற எந்த கண்டென்ட் ஆனாலும் கமெண்ட்ல தெரியப்படுத்துங்க. அதுக்குண்டான சொல்யூஷன் வாரி மெடிக்கல் அகாடமி சார்பாக கொடுக்க ரெடியா இருக்கும். இந்த மாதிரி வீடியோக்கள் உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா மறக்காம லைக் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிக்கோங்க.
My name is B. Mahanadhi. I am a physics faculty working in the Vari Medical Academy. Today I will explain of the refraction through prism. Refraction, how to changing in the prism. That is now we will discuss. Now, what is the explanation of the refraction through prism? Prism is the three surfaces having. One is the rough surfaces and another two surfaces are the smooth surfaces. Refraction what means only for the two smooth surfaces places only is refraction is possibilities. Rough surface place is not possibility for the refraction. If you know the two surfaces of the smooth surface, the incident light rays is rarer medium to denser medium enter, what happened? Denser medium to rarer medium enter, what happened? How to the change of the refraction angle of the incident angle, whatever. Now how we can find out the angle of minimum deviation, how much of the prism means. Now one I will take equilateral triangular of the prism. This is one of the equilateral triangular of the prism. Now these two are the smooth surfaces of the prism. Now normal is exactly these smooth surfaces of the exactly perpendicular of the normal. Now same and another smooth surface is exactly perpendicular of the normal. Now prism inside is totally is the denser medium, prism totally outside is the rarer medium. Now the incident light ray is from enter to the rarer medium to denser medium. Now one of the incident light ray is entered. Normal and incident ray in between angle is called a incident angle. Now the incident ray path is continuously extended. Now the incident ray path having, but the incident ray rarer medium to denser medium enter time, the refraction ray is towards the normal or away from the normal, means towards the normal. Sir, how to we can find out that towards the normal means? Now normal ray is mine extended continuously. If your normal ray is extended means now towards the normal only formed these incident ray after refracted. Now refraction is possibilities. The refracted ray and normal in between angle is called a refraction angle. Mind this refraction angle is R1 I will choose. Now once the denser medium to rarer medium enter time. Denser to rarer medium means if you any incident of the light rays is denser medium to rarer medium enter means away from the normal is formed. That ray is called emergence ray. Now normal is extended continuously. Now this emergence ray is away from the normal is formed. Now normal and emergent ray in between angle is called emergence ray. Now first refraction of the ray R1 and normal in between of the angle is refraction of the R2. Now the emergent ray is mine extended continuously back. Now here the prism of the corners I will choose points P, Q, R. Now whatever the glass prism we are considered means the angle of prism is A, we have representation. This is angle of prism A. Now here this point first incident point B. second incident point of the incident ray and emergent ray back is incident at C. Here D point, here E point. Whatever the incident ray is enter from the rarer medium to denser medium, inside of the denser medium, the ray is continuously passing after the denser medium to rarer medium is entered. In between these prism, what happened? How much minimum deviation of these prism is now coming. Here, the normal and incident ray in between is incident angle I. Normal and emergent ray in between angle is emergent angle. Now here, the remaining deviation of the angle is, here totally I is equal to I, means I minus R1 is remaining angle. Same here, normal and emergent ray in between angle is emergent angle. Now the remaining this angle is called a emergent ray E minus R2. This is the deviation. What is the deviation now? Means angle of deviation. Angle of deviation is a representation of the del is equal to the. Now here two deviations of the angle is had. I minus R1 is the one deviation angle and another one of the deviation angle is E minus R2. Now I will mention I minus R1 plus E minus R2. Now I plus E minus of R1 minus R2. I plus E minus common R1 plus R2. These are the deviations. Now if you deviation okay means, now what happened, these deviation of the angles and everything means, if your deviation angle is continuously changing, how to they change, depend on the incident of the angle. Now at PBEDP, at PBEDP means here PBEDP total angle is the 180 degree, but here half of the prism of the angle is A, remaining is angle BED. Now angle A plus angle of BED equal to 180 degree. Now same angle BED, triangle BED, comma triangle BED, angles are the, one is the angle is R1 and another angle is the R2 and remaining angle is the BED angles. Now R1 plus R2 plus angle BED equal to 180 degree. Now this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Comparing of equation 1 and 2. Comparing equation 1 and 2 means now A equal to R1 plus R2. Now what is the angle of minimum deviation? The angle of minimum deviation mine represented angle of minimum deviation del equal, I am choosing D letter. Angle of the minimum deviation time, the incident angle is equal to the emergent angle. I equal to E. Having means that time the refraction of the angle is R1 is equal to R2 equal to R. All are the refractions angles, all are same. Now coming to here, A equal to R1 plus R2 means what? R1 plus R2 equal to A equal to R plus R means A equal to R equal to A by 2. This is the refraction of the A by 2. Now, what is the deviation? Deviation of the angle is D equal to. Now, what is the formula? Deviation of the formula I plus E minus R1 minus R2 or I plus E minus R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2 is called a angle of the prism. Now, I plus E is the emergent angle. The emergent angle is equal to the incident angle. I minus R1 plus R2 is called a angle of prism A. Finally, D equal to 2I minus A. Now, D plus A equal to 2I. I equal to A plus D by 2. These are the incident angle. The incident of the angle is equal to A plus D by 2. What is the explanation of this Snell's law? Snell's law. Snell's law is explanation of the mu1 sin I equal to mu2 sin R. I is the incident angle, R is the refraction angle. But mu1 is the rarer medium, mu2 is the denser medium. Rarer medium of the refractive index. Refractive index mu1 equal to 1. Refractive index mu2 equal to mu. Now these two values substitution here means mu1 equal to 1 means sin I equal to mu2 means mu into sin R. Now mu equal to sin I by sin R. Now what is the incident of the angle? I equal to A plus D by 2. R is the refraction angle. R equal to A by 2 substitution. Mu equal to sin incident A plus D by 2 by sin A by 2. If any incident of the ray is passing through the prism, that time the refractive index is a relation of the angle of minimum deviation. Mu is the refractive index, D is the angle of minimum deviation of the prism, A is the angle of the prism. If you suppose equilateral triangular of the prism having means the angle of the prism A equal 60 degree. This is the refractive index. But how the change of the incident of the angle and deviation based graph. Now, graph. How to the vary means y-axis I will choose the deviation, x-axis I will choose the angle of the incidence. Now the graph is parabolic. Now the incident of the angle is continuously vary I1. That time the minimum the deviation is D having. If you continuously the incident angle is vary, the deviation is continuously decrease. At a particular time, the incident of the angle is equal to the emergence of the angle. That time the deviation is minimum, del minimum deviation of the angle. Now once the emergence of the angle is increase, the deviation also increase. These are the explanation of the graph of the refraction through the prism. The incident of the angle is increasing, deviation is decreasing. At a particular time the incident of the angle is equal to the emergence angle, that is equal to the angle of minimum deviation. If the emergent ray angle continuously increase, the deviation also is continuously increase. These are the explanation of the refraction through the prism. If you suppose the incident light ray is enter from the normal incidence, what happen? Grazing incident, what happen? If you suppose normal incident and grazing emergencies, what happen? Now everything we will discuss. Normal incidence, the incident angle of the equal to 0 degree. Now coming to the angle of the prism is A equal to R1 plus R2. Now the refraction of the angle here, what happen? Means the refraction of the angle is not possible. That is what R1 equal to 0 degree, A equal to R2. Now same normal incidence is finished after. Suppose the emergency incidence, normal of the emergency, normal emergency. One of the prism having equilateral triangle prism, the equilateral triangle prism angle A. Now second surface, emergent ray surface of the exactly perpendicular of the normal. Now the emergence ray is passing through the normal. Emergent ray is passing through the normal. That time the emergence angle E equal to 0 degree. The angle of the prism formula A equal to R1 plus R2. Now here the emergence of the refraction angle R2 equal to 0 degree. Now A equal to R1. Same as it is, normal incidence finished, normal emergency is finished. Suppose grazing incident. Grazing means whatever the surface having, the incident light rays is passing on the grazing. Grazing incidence. One of the equilateral triangular of the prism. This equilateral triangle of the angle of prism A exactly perpendicular is the normal. Now the incident light ray is passing on the grazing. Grazing means exactly passing here. Now the incident ray and normal in between angle is called a incident angle. This incident angle is the 90 degree. Now the incident of the angle is equal to the 90 degree. The angle of the prism A equal to R1 plus R2. Now here R1 is the how much angle, means now the incident ray is passing through the grazing. Same also the refraction is passing continuously through the grazing. That time the refraction angle also 90 degree or critical angle. Now R1 equal to C. C means critical angle. Critical angle. Now angle of the prism A equal to R2 plus C. Now grazing of the emergencies next. One of the prism, equilateral triangular of the prism, the prism angle A. Now exactly second surface is perpendicular to the normal. Now the emergence ray, the refraction of the ray emergence is grazing having, means the normal and emergent ray in between angle is called a 90 degree of the angle, emergent angle. The emergent angle is 90 degree. Now here R2, the refraction of the R2 is 90 degree or critical angle. Now same, the angle of the prism A equal to R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2 is the critical angle. These are the first normal incidence finish, normal emergence finish, grazing incidence finish, grazing emergence finish. Now, normal incident and grazing emergencies at a time. Incident is the normally, but emergency is the grazing. Normal incidence grazing emergency. Now one of the prism having equilateral triangle of the prism, the angle A. Now exactly first space of the prism is perpendicular of the normal and another surface of the perpendicular of the normal. Now the normal incident angle is passing through the normal. Now grazing emergence, the grazing emergence is the emergence ray is passing through the grazing. This perpendicular angle is a 90 degree. Now the incident of the angle I equal to here 0 degree. The emergence of the angle is 90 degree. Here what happened, the incident of the angle of the R1 means 0. Here A equal to R2 incident. Here A equal to R2. But the refraction of the angle is what here 90 degree. 90 degree means what? Critical angle. If you critical angle having means A equal to R1 plus R2. Now the refraction of the second one means A equal to R1 plus C. Same now here next grazing emergency having grazing incident at a time, grazing emergency and grazing incidents having means what happened. Grazing emergence. One of the equilateral triangle of the prism. The equilateral triangle of the prism angle A exactly perpendicular to the normal. Now exactly perpendicular to the normal. Now the entering of the incident light ray is grazing incident. The emergence ray of the grazing of the emergent ray. This perpendicular angle is the 90 degree. Here perpendicular of the angle is the 90 degree. Now the incident of the angle is 90 degree. The emergence angle of this is called 90 degree. I equal to 90 degree. E equal to 90 degree. The angle of the prism A equal to R1 plus R2. A equal to R1 of the refraction of the angle of incident also is the critical angle, and R2 also critical angle is the C. A equal to 2C. If you suppose A is the angular of the prism, 2C is the critical angular of the prism. If you suppose A is less than 2C, angular of prism is critical angular of the below having means refraction is possibilities. If you suppose the angular of the prism is more than the critical angle having, means that is that time the total internal reflection is possible. Total internal reflection. These six are the major important of the refraction through the prism. You have any doubt, ask for the contact numbers. Thank you for watching this video.